soft light on the window, spring air in my room, little dust in the sunshine, flowers starting to bloom. I open up the curtains, the city starts to sing, a quiet kind of heartbeat that only comes with spring. Coffee on the table, shoes beside the door. I hear the morning traffic like a song I've heard before. Pink clouds on the sidewalk, petals in my hair. Everything feels lighter, there's a sweetness in the air. Used to take it slowly, so I let the day unfold. Even little moments feel like something made of gold. No need for any reason, no need to understand. Sometimes life gets softer when you don't hold it in your hands. And I can feel it in the breeze, a little change inside of me, like when it finally let me go. And I don't wanna rush this view, the sky looks brand new, and I just wanna stay here for a while. Spring window open wide, let the warm light come inside. Little flowers, little signs, tell me I'll be alright. Slow heartbeat, sweet hello, cherry colors in the road. If this feeling has a name, I think it sounds like home. Spring window, everything is glowing soft and slow. Spring window, maybe this is all I need to know. I walked in past the corner where the old cafe still stands. Music through the doorway and sunshine on my hands. Someone laughs behind me, a bike rolls through the street, and every tiny detail feels impossibly complete. There's a girl in yellow headphones dancing at the light. There's a couple sharing strawberries under branches white. And somehow in this small town, or maybe in this crowded place, the world feels like it's smiling with a softer kind of face. And I can feel it in my chest, a calm I thought I lost somewhere, returning with the afternoon. And I don't wanna miss a thing, the birds, the bells, the wind, it's like the whole day's humming me a tune. Spring window open wide, let the warm light come inside. Little flowers, little signs, tell me I'll be alright. Slow heartbeat, sweet hello, cherry colors in the road. If this feeling has a name, I think it sounds like home. Spring window, everything is glowing soft and slow. Spring window, maybe this is all I need to know. Maybe love is not a firework, maybe it's the sun on your sleeve. Maybe peace is not forever, maybe it's just one good spring breeze. Maybe healing doesn't shout loud, maybe it arrives like this, in a quiet afternoon, wrapped in light and tenderness. Maybe I don't need to chase it, maybe I can let it stay. Maybe all the broken pieces bloom a little anyway. Spring window open wide, let the warm light come inside. Little flowers, little sighs, tell me I'll be alright. Slow heartbeat, sweet hello, cherry colors in the road. If this feeling has a name, I think it sounds like home. Spring window, cherry on my shoes, sunlight on your face. Funny how the whole world changed just walking in this place. A little pink in the air, a little gold in the sky. I wasn't planning on falling, but spring has its own mind. You showed up 5 minutes early, holding coffee in your hand, like you already knew somehow exactly where to stand. I laughed and said you're different. You smiled and looked away, and suddenly the quiet street felt warmer than the day. Pedals on the crosswalk, cars passing slow. There's music from the record shop, a tune we almost know. And every little second feels softer than before, like I've been standing at the edge of some unopened door. I don't know what this is yet, but I know I like the way the city turns to cinema whenever you say my name. And I don't need a promise, I don't need forever now. Just walk beside me slowly and let this feeling figure itself out. Cherry on my shoes and your shadow next to mine. Little things are turning into something I can't hide. Your voice in the spring wind, your smile in the afternoon. I think I'm catching feelings with cherry on my shoes. Cherry on my shoes. Cherry on my shoes. I think I'm catching feelings with cherry on my shoes. We passed a tiny flower shop with tulips by the door. You stopped to smell the roses like you'd done that life before. I asked you what you're thinking. You said today feels rare, like somehow all the broken parts can breathe a little here. A train moved through the distance, a bell rang somewhere near. Somehow all the noise around made everything more clear. No fireworks, no thunder, no movie kind of scene. Just your hand almost touching mine and all the space between. I don't know what this means yet, but I know I wanna stay inside this little chapter of a soft and blooming day. And I don't need to name it, I don't need to understand. Maybe some of life's best moments only ask for open hands. Cherry on my shoes and your shadow next to mine. Little things are turning into something I can't hide. Your voice in the spring wind, your smile in the afternoon. I think I'm catching feelings with cherry on my shoes. Cherry on my shoes. Cherry on my shoes. I think I'm catching feelings with cherry on my shoes. Maybe it begins like this, not loud, not fast, not wild. Maybe love is just a soft look that lingers for a while. Maybe it's the way you notice things nobody else can see, like the petals on my jacket or the nervous side of me. Maybe spring is dangerous in the sweetest kind of way, making ordinary corners feel like scenes you wanna save. And if this turns to memory, I know one thing will stay true. I'll always think of pink skies when I think of meeting you. a spring night, rain on empty streets, footsteps echo softly in a half-lit city dream. A breeze through open windows carries distant sound. Somewhere someone's laughing while I'm just walking around. The train just passed by me, lights fading in the dark. I'm tracing all the quiet between my thoughts and heart. Your name still feels familiar, like a song I didn't choose. It lingers in the silence like a color I can't lose. I thought I'd feel much lighter when everything was done, but spring can bring back memories I thought I'd outrun. And every street corner looks softer than before, like the city knows I'm searching for something I ignored. I don't wanna go back, but I don't wanna move on fast. Somewhere in between, I'm holding on to what we had, and I can feel it in the night, a quiet kind of light that doesn't hurt but doesn't heal. Neon spring night, reflections in my eyes, everything is glowing, but I'm lost inside. Soft city lights flickering like you. I'm walking through the colors, but they all feel blue. Neon spring night, neon spring night. I'm dancing with your shadow in the neon spring night. The cafe still is open, jazz playing low and slow. I sit beside the window watching people come and go. A couple sharing silence, a stranger on the phone. And somehow in the crowd I still feel more alone. Your voice inside my memory, still soft, still clear, like you're just around the corner, like you're almost here. I reach out for the moment, but it slips just like before, and I'm left with all the feelings I can't quite ignore. I don't wanna forget you, but I don't wanna stay in a place where every heartbeat still calls your name. And I can feel it in the breeze, a gentle kind of release, but I'm not ready yet. Neon spring night, reflections in my eyes, everything is glowing, but I'm lost inside. Soft city lights flickering like you. I'm walking through the colors, but they all feel blue. Neon spring night, neon spring night. I'm dancing with your shadow in the neon spring night. Maybe time is not a straight line, maybe it bends and flows. Maybe healing isn't leaving, maybe it's just letting go. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just changes shape, turning into quiet echoes that we carry every day. And maybe in another spring, under a different sky, I'll smile at these same memories without asking why. Neon spring night, reflections in my eyes, everything is glowing, but I'm lost inside. Soft city lights flickering like you. I'm walking through the colors, but they all feel blue. Neon spring night, neon spring night. Rain on the window, tea getting cold, city lights melting into silver and gold. April is whispering soft through the glass. Some feelings stay longer than we thought they would last. I'm sitting by the corner of a half-lit little room, watching tiny rivers slide beneath the moon. Cars move like reflections across the rainy street, and every little raindrop sounds like a memory. I thought by now I'd be fine, I thought I'd feel brand new. But spring has a funny habit of bringing back what's true. Not the pain exactly, not the tears, not the ache, just the soft unfinished pieces that the heart forgets to break. And tonight, the rain is riding on the glass. Things I never got to ask, things I never said out loud. And tonight, I'm not trying to run away, I'll let the silence stay and let the weather hold me now. April rain letter, falling soft and slow, writing little secrets only lonely people know. April rain letter on the midnight blue, every drop keeps spelling something that feels like you. Stay a little longer, tap against my room. April rain letter, sing me through the gloom. The lamp beside the sofa paints amber on the wall, and the jazz from the speaker feels like it knows it all. There's comfort in the stillness, in not needing to pretend. Some nights are not for fixing, some nights are just to mend. I read an old message, then I put my phone away, because not every memory needs to ruin the day. Some are just reminders that I loved with all I knew, and even if it ended, that part of me was true. And tonight, the rain is gentle on the roof, like it's offering me proof that soft things still survive. And tonight, I don't need a perfect end, just a little time to spend becoming whole inside. April rain letter, falling soft and slow, writing little secrets only lonely people know. April rain letter on the midnight blue, every drop keeps spelling something that feels like you. Stay a little longer, tap against my room. April rain letter, sing me through the gloom. Maybe healing sounds like rainfall, maybe peace is not a place. Maybe it's just sitting quietly and letting sadness have its space. Maybe spring is not just blooming, maybe it's release. Maybe all these cloudy evenings are how the heart finds peace. And maybe I don't need to answer every ache I still can't name. Maybe I can love the memory without returning to the pain. April rain letter, falling soft and slow, writing little keeps on singing in silver and gold. Sunlight in my latte, warm hands, little smile. Spring came through the doorway and decided to stay a while. I found my favorite window seat, the one beside the plants where people pass like little scenes. And soft and golden glances, the cafe door keeps opening. The bell rings every time, and somehow every little thing feels sweeter than before. A girl is reading poems, a boy is drawing shoes. Someone's softly humming to an old familiar tune. And then you walk in slowly with sunshine on your sleeve. And all at once the quiet room starts breathing differently. I try to look so normal, like I didn't notice you, but my heartbeat keeps on spilling like cream into the brew. And I don't know what to call this yet, but it's the nicest kind of mess to have you sitting next to me. Sunlight latte, little bit of sugar in the day. Soft eyes, warm breeze, everything is easy when you smile at me. Sunlight latte, golden on the table where we stay. Springtime, sweet tea, maybe this where I wanna be. Sunlight latte, sunlight latte, maybe I could live inside this scene. You asked me what I'm listening to, I gave you one earphone, and suddenly the whole world felt a little less alone. We talked about the weather and places we would go, and all the tiny things that somehow matter when they're slow. The barista wrote a flower on top of both our drinks, and I swear for just a second the whole room gave a wink. Your laugh is kinda dangerous in such a gentle way. It makes an ordinary afternoon feel harder to forget. I try to keep it simple, but my thoughts keep running wild, like petals in the spring wind or sunlight through the blinds. And I don't need a movie kind of love. This little moment is enough to make my whole week bloom. Sunlight latte, little bit of sugar in the day. Soft eyes, warm breeze, everything is easy when you smile at me. Sunlight latte, golden on the table where we stay. Springtime, sweet tea, maybe this where I wanna be. Sunlight latte, sunlight latte, maybe I could live inside this scene. Maybe joy is very small sometimes. Maybe it's a chair beside your own. Maybe it's a shared song playing softly through one phone. Maybe spring is not a big event. Maybe it's this tiny spark, a coffee cup, a window light, a warm hand in the dark. And if tomorrow turns ordinary, I'll still carry this with me. The way your smile made this whole room feel brighter than it needs to be. Sunlight latte, little bit of sugar in the day. Soft eyes, warm breeze, everything is easy when you smile at me. Sunlight latte, golden on the table where we stay. Springtime, sweet tea, maybe this where I wanna be. Sunlight latte, sunlight latte, maybe I could live inside this scene. Sunlight in my latte, warm hands, little smile. Spring came through the doorway and decided to stay a while. light on the highway, windows halfway down, spring air in the speakers as we leave the crowded town. Cherry shadows dancing across the dashboard glow. I don't know where we're going, but I don't mind at all. The city's getting smaller in the rear view of the day. Buildings turn to rivers and the clouds just drift away. You tap along to old songs, one hand upon the wheel, and everything feels simple in the way that spring can heal. A red light by the bridge side, a breeze through my loose hair. The world feels like it's finally becoming easier to bear. No big plans, no pressure, no place we have to be. Just roads lined up with blossoms and the softest kind of free. And I can feel the sky turn gold, like a story being told without needing words at all. And I wanna keep this moment slow before the daylight goes, before the night begins to call. Pink light drive with the city fading behind, cherry wind, soft time, and your laugh beside mine. Pink light drive, nothing heavy in my mind, just spring in the air and the road that feels kind. Pink light drive, pink light drive. I could stay in this forever kind of sky. We stop beside a lookout where the evening touched the sea, and watch the color changing on the edge of everything. A vending machine glowing like a tiny piece of art, and the silence felt so easy, it didn't ask too much. You pointed at the skyline and said, remember this. Like maybe life is made of moments quietly like this. And maybe you were right then, because even now I know some days don't need to be important, just beautiful and slow. And I can feel the sunset breathe, a softness underneath everything I used to fear. I don't wanna overthink, I just wanna stay in pink with the springtime atmosphere. Pink light drive with the city fading behind, cherry wind, soft time, and your laugh beside mine. Pink light drive, nothing heavy in my mind, just spring in the air and a road that feels kind. Pink light drive, pink light drive. I could stay in this forever kind of sky. Maybe youth is not an age, maybe it's a frame of mind. A window down, a favorite song, a little peace we find. Maybe healing looks like highways with no hurry in our chest. Maybe love is not a question, maybe it's just feeling blessed. And if tomorrow gets too noisy, I'll replay this in my mind. The soft pink sky, the cherry breeze, the way the whole world felt aligned. Pink light drive with the city fading behind, cherry wind, soft time, and your laugh beside mine. Pink light drive, nothing heavy in my mind, just spring in the air and a road that feels kind. Pink light drive, pink light drive. streets get loud, there's a little hour of peace that only morning knows. A pale blue kind of silence, a breath before the day, and I can hear my heart again in the gentlest way. The kettle starts to whisper, steam rising in the dark. A notebook on the table and a half-awake small spark. The city hasn't opened, the world is still asleep, and all the things I carry feel softer, not as deep. The sky is turning slowly from silver into cream, and somewhere in that color I remember how to breathe. No pressure in the sunrise, no need to rush or prove, just one more quiet moment before the whole world moves. And I think maybe this is healing, not loud, not fast, not shining, just small and warm and real. And I can feel it in my chest, a calmness I thought I left, returning with the dawn. Before the flowers wake, I find a softer place, a little peace between the lines of yesterday. Before the flowers wake, the sky begins to change, and somehow I begin again, the same way spring does. Before the flowers wake, before the flowers wake, I learn how to be gentle with my heart. A bus hums in the distance, a bird begins its song, and slowly all the little things start joining one by one. The light falls on the bookshelf, then touches on the floor like morning's asking quietly, what are you waiting for? I used to think becoming had to be something grand, but maybe it is smaller, like warm tea in my hands. Maybe it's forgiving the versions left behind and opening the window to a kinder state of mind. And I don't need to solve it all. Some days just ask for softness, some days just ask for time. And I can feel it in the air, the spring is everywhere, a promise without words. Before the flowers wake, I find a softer place, a little peace between the lines of yesterday. Before the flowers wake, the sky begins to change, and somehow I begin again, the same way spring does. Before the flowers wake, before the flowers wake, I learn how to be gentle with my heart. Maybe growth is very quiet, maybe no one sees it bloom. Maybe all the most important things begin inside a room. Maybe hope is not a firework, maybe it's a tiny flame, a breath, a page, a window light, a morning with no blame. And if today gets heavy, I'll remember how this felt, the blue before the gold arrived, the way the silence helped before the flowers wake. I find a softer place, a little peace between the lines of yesterday. Before the flowers wake, the sky begins to change, and somehow I begin again, the same way spring does. Before the flowers wake, before the flowers wake. before the streets get loud. There's a little hour of peace, and I am in it now. Blanket on the green grass, sunlight in your hair. Spring brought all its colors, and somehow let me hear a basket full of strawberries, a breeze that smells like bloom, and your smile feels brighter than this whole afternoon. You showed up with lemonade and chips I said I liked. You always notice little things that make the day feel right. The park is full of laughter and children chasing kites, and petals keep on falling down like tiny pink confetti lights. A dog ran through our picnic, then stole a piece of bread. You laughed so hard you almost cried and leaned back with your head. And all these little accidents feel sweeter than they should, like spring has been rehearsing how to make a memory good. And I don't wanna be dramatic, but everything feels magic when I'm sitting next to you. And I don't need a perfect plan, just your hand near my hand and the sky of baby blue. Picnic in your smile, sunshine for a while. Little springtime heartbeats dancing in my mind. Picnic in your smile, stay a little while. If happiness had a picture, it would look like this right now. Picnic in your smile. Picnic in your smile. I think my heart is setting up a home somehow. We drew shapes in the clouds and guessed where they would go. You said one looked like Paris, I said maybe Tokyo. A tiny speaker playing a song we almost knew, and somehow every lyric started sounding just like you. The grass moved in the soft wind, the trees made little shade, and time got strangely gentle, like it didn't need to race. You brushed a petal off me, then looked a second too long, and suddenly the whole white park turned into a love song. And I don't wanna overthink it, don't wanna pause or shrink it, I just wanna let it bloom. And I can feel it in the day, a sweetness in the way the sunlight keeps on finding you. Picnic in your smile, sunshine for a while. Little springtime heartbeats dancing in my mind. Picnic in your smile, stay a little while. If happiness had a picture, it would look like this right now. Picnic in your smile. Picnic in your smile. I think my heart is setting up a home somehow. Maybe love is not a thunderstorm, maybe it's a patch of sun, maybe it's a blanket in the grass and laughing until day is done. Maybe joy is not a mystery, maybe it's the simple scene, a paper cup, a blooming tree, and you looking back at me. And if this day becomes a memory, I know what I'll remember most. The way your smile made spring itself feel suddenly so close. shoes on my feet. The city's still awake somehow, even when I'm not. And every little neon sign feels warmer than my thoughts. I push the glass door slowly. That little chime says hi. There's ramen in the corner and sleepy yellow light. A boy in headphones yawns. The cashier scans in time. A girl beside the freezer is choosing sparkling lime. Everything feels ordinary and somehow cinematic. Like life becomes more honest when the night turns automatic. I buy a can of coffee and stand outside alone, watching headlights paint the road like scenes I almost know. And I don't know why nights like this feel a little hard to miss, even when they ache a bit. And I can feel it in the breeze, that weird kind of peace, lonely but beautiful. 2 a.m. convenience store, neon on my skin. Spring keeps moving softly while I'm standing still again. 2 a.m. convenience store, blue and silver glow. Somewhere in this little light I feel less alone. 2 a.m. convenience store, 2 a.m. convenience store. The city holds me gently when I don't know where to go. A motorbike was passing, a train hums far away, and petals on the sidewalk still haven't blown away. I wonder how you're doing, if you still stay up late, if you still buy sweet drinks when your thoughts get hard to shake. The night can be so honest, it doesn't try to hide. It leaves your heart right on the curb with nowhere else to slide. But somehow that feels better than pretending I'm okay. Sometimes healing looks like standing under neon anyway. And I don't need to solve it now, don't need to figure out why some feelings linger on. And I can feel it in the air, sadness soft and rare, like a song before the dawn. 2 a.m. convenience store, neon on my skin. Spring keeps moving softly while I'm standing still again. 2 a.m. convenience store, blue and silver glow. Somewhere in this little light I feel less alone. 2 a.m. convenience store, 2 a.m. convenience store. The city holds me gently when I don't know where to go. Maybe growing up is this, a quiet street, a midnight drink, a pocket full of unfinished thoughts and too much time to think. Maybe loneliness ain't empty, maybe it can still be kind. Maybe there are little places that help you breathe at night. And maybe not every answer needs to come before the sun. Maybe some hearts just heal slowly, one spring night at a time. 2 a.m. convenience store, neon on my skin. Spring keeps moving softly while I'm standing still again. 2 a.m. convenience store, blue and silver glow. Somewhere in this little light I feel less alone. 2 a.m. convenience store, 2 a.m. convenience store. The city holds me gently when I don't know where to go. 2 a.m. convenience store, blue light on the street, spring air in the silence, and tired shoes on my feet. delicious when they're held. Outside the markets humming, baskets, fruit and lace, and petals from the nearby stand keep landing in my space. Then I see you by the roses, holding baby's breath, and all at once my simple day turns into something else. And I try to stay collected, like I'm not unexpectedly losing every practice line. And I can feel it in the breeze, this soft ridiculous ease, that spring keeps springing every time. Flowers in paper bags swinging by our side, walking through the sunlight with your footsteps next to mine. Flowers in paper bags, color in the day. Everything feels prettier when you look at me that way. Flowers in paper bags. Flowers in paper bags. Maybe love looks small before it blooms. We pass a little bakery with sugar on the glass, and stop beside a corner stall where old jazz records stack. You ask me which I choose, I say the one with rain. You laugh and say, of course you would, and say my name again. A bicycle goes by us with lilies in the back, and somewhere down the avenue a saxophone drifts past. This city in the springtime feels softer than it should, like every tiny ordinary thing has turned a little good. And I don't wanna overname it, don't wanna rush or break it before it learns to breathe. And I can feel it in the light, a sweetness warm and bright, like something quietly happening. Flowers in paper bags swinging by our side, walking through the sunlight with your footsteps next to mine. Flowers in paper bags, color in the day. Everything feels prettier when you look at me that way. Flowers in paper bags. Flowers in paper bags. Maybe love looks small before it blooms. Maybe joy arrives in paper wrapping. Maybe love comes home entwined. Maybe all the softest things take shape one day at a time. Maybe spring is just permission to stop and look around at all the little blooming things we usually don't write down. And if this day becomes a memory, I know what I'll keep most: the sunlight, flowers, your easy smile, and how my whole heart glowed. Flowers in paper bags swinging by our side, walking through the sunlight with your footsteps next to mine. Flowers in paper bags, color in the day. Everything feels prettier when you look at me that way. Flowers in paper bags. Flowers in paper bags. Maybe love looks small before it blooms. Flowers in paper bags. Sunlight on the street. Spring is wearing colors and they're all so sweet. Under falling petals, I saw you one last time. Spring was far too beautiful for that kind of goodbye. The sky was turning pastel, the wind was soft and thin, and somehow all that tenderness made it hurt again. We stood beneath the blossom trees where we used to walk in spring. The same old path, the same warm air, but not the same kind of thing. You looked a little distant, like someone halfway gone, like your heart had already left before your voice moved on. A bike rolled by behind us, a child laughed in the park, and I hated how the world stayed bright while something here turned dark. You said maybe we need time, the oldest line of all, and every pedal hitting ground felt like another fall. And I wanted to ask you to stay, but some words lose their way before they ever reach the air. And I could feel it in the breeze, that quiet kind of grief that settles before tears. Under falling petals, I let you slip away, whispering all around us and nothing left to say. Under falling petals, pink against the blue, the whole world kept on blooming while I was losing you. Under falling petals, under falling petals. Some goodbyes are too soft to survive. You tucked your hands inside your coat and looked down at the road, like maybe if you didn't meet my eyes, they would lighten up the load. I wanted to remember every detail of your face, the shape your silence took that day, the distance in your gaze. There was coffee in your left hand, half cold, untouched still, like even all the smallest things had already lost their will. You said I'm sorry quietly, like that could make it kind, but sorry doesn't hold together what's already come untied. And I didn't wanna break apart in the middle of the park, whispering so soft around us. And I could feel it in my bones, that lonely kind of cold that comes before the dark. Under falling petals, I let you slip away, whispering all around us and nothing left to say. Under falling petals, pink against the blue, the whole world kept on blooming while I was losing you. Under falling petals, under falling petals. Some goodbyes are too soft to survive. Maybe that's what makes it harder when the ending comes in spring, not with storms or shattered windows, but with birds and blooming trees. Maybe heartbreak is cruelest when the world looks full of grace, when everything is beautiful except the look upon your face. And maybe one day I'll come back here and feel a little less undone, but tonight these petals keep on falling like they don't know what you've done. Under falling petals, I let you slip away, whispering all around us and nothing left to say. Under falling petals, pink against the blue, the whole world kept on blooming while I was losing you. Under falling petals, some goodbyes are too soft to survive. Under falling petals, I saw you one last time. Spring was far too beautiful for that kind of goodbye. Rain before sunrise, coffee in my hands, The world is still half sleeping, like it barely understands. Streetlights fading softly into morning blue, and all the quiet in this hour feels honest somehow too. The cafe by the station opens just before the dawn. A bell above the doorway sings low when I come in alone. A barista wipes the counter, the espresso hums awake, and outside little silver lines keep sliding down the pane. There's comfort in the stillness and not needing to explain why some mornings feel like healing and some still taste like rain. I sit beside the window where the glass is cold and clear, and watch the city slowly become itself from here. And I don't need the world to hurry, don't need to leave this blurry little in between behind. And I can feel it in the air, a softness almost rare, like spring is changing my mind. Rain before sunrise, falling soft and slow. Everything feels quieter in this silver morning glow. Rain before sunrise, coffee glass and blue. I think I'm learning how to stay inside of feeling through. Rain before sunrise, rain before sunrise. Some mornings heal you without making a sound. A notebook lies open with words I never sent, thoughts that almost became poems, and poems that never end. The train line in the distance begins its early song, and somehow hearing life restart makes me feel less wrong. A woman reads in silence, a student stares ahead, and everyone in here tonight looks a little softly held. No one asked for answers, no one asked for names, just coffee cups and rain outside, and hearts in different states. And I don't need to fix the ache, don't need to force the day to become something bright too soon. And I can feel it in the rain, that not all lonely days are empty or doomed. Rain before sunrise, falling soft and slow. Everything feels quieter in this silver morning glow. Rain before sunrise, coffee glass and blue. I think I'm learning how to stay inside of feeling through. Rain before sunrise, rain before sunrise. Some mornings heal you without making a sound. Maybe peace is not the absence of every heavy thing. Maybe it's a little table while the first birds start to sing. Maybe spring is not just blossoms, maybe it is this: a rainy dawn, a quiet room, a chance to coexist. And maybe I don't need to rush towards some perfect kind of light. Maybe this soft half-awake world is enough for me tonight. Rain before sunrise, falling soft and slow. Everything feels quieter in the silver morning glow. Rain before sunrise, coffee glass and blue. I think I'm learning how to stay inside of feeling through. Rain before sunrise, rain before sunrise, coffee in my hands. The world is still half sleeping, like it barely understands. Say it in the spring when before the daylight fades. Some feelings wait too long and disappear afraid. The road is full of sunlight, the trees are dressed in bloom, and I can feel my heart trying to say it soon. We're driving past the riverside with music low and warm. Your fingers tap the steering wheel like nothing here could storm. The windows crack just slightly, the breeze moves through my hair, and every little second feels too lovely not to share. You ask me what I'm thinking, I laugh and look away, because the truth is sitting on the edge of what I say. I've liked you in the quiet, in all the smallest ways, in coffee cups and side glances and ordinary days. And I don't wanna miss this chance, don't wanna let this pass, like petals drifting out of reach. And I can feel it in the light, this soft and nervous kind of almost finally speaking. Say it in the spring when before it blows away, all the little hidden things I've wanted to say. Say it in the spring when there's sunlight on your face. If love begins somewhere, maybe it begins this way. Say it in the spring when, say it in the spring when, before this beautiful day becomes a memory. We stop beside a flower stand near the edge of town. You buy a single tulip, then turn and hand it down. I swear my heart went quiet, then louder all at once, like every tiny part of me forgot how to act normal. You smile and say for no reason, and maybe that's enough to make an ordinary moment feel dangerously like love. A train moves through the distance, the sky turns softer gold, and all the things I'm scared to say feel ready to be told. And I don't wanna wait too long, some feelings need a song, some feelings need the air. And I can feel it in my chest that maybe this is best said gently, said right here. Say it in the spring when before it blows away, all the little hidden things I've wanted to say. Say it in the spring when there's sunlight on your face. If love begins somewhere, maybe it begins this way. Say it in the spring when, say it in the spring when, before this beautiful day becomes a memory. Maybe courage is not thunder, maybe it's a quiet voice that chooses tenderness instead of fear or noise. Maybe love is not dramatic, maybe it's a simple truth. A road, a breeze, a flower stand, and me wanting only you. And if this changes everything, then maybe that's okay, because some feelings are too lovely to keep hidden away. Say it in the spring when before it blows away, all the little hidden things I've wanted to say. Say it in the spring when there's sunlight on your face. If love begins somewhere, maybe it begins this way. Say it in the spring when, say it in the spring when, before this beautiful some feelings way too long and disappear afraid. Between streetlights, shadows come and go. Spring is in the silence, only night can show. Footsteps in the distance, soft against the ground. Every quiet corner feels like it's been found. We walk along the alley where the lights don't shine too bright, just enough to see your face, just enough to feel the night. The shops are mostly closing, signs flicker one by one, and all the noise of daytime feels like it's undone. A window with a radio playing something slow, and somehow in the melody there's something we both know. No need to fill the silence, no need to say too much. Sometimes the smallest distance feels like the closest touch, and I can feel it in the air, a softness almost rare, like time has slowed for us. And I don't wanna move too fast, don't wanna make this pass before I feel enough. Between streetlights, we're walking side by side in a world that's half asleep, with nowhere left to hide. Between streetlights, your shadow next to mine, everything feels simple in this quiet space and time. Between streetlights, between streetlights, maybe this is where our story starts. A cat runs past the corner, a breeze moves through the trees, and petals from the daytime still linger in the breeze. You ask me what I'm thinking, I say just this right now, because I don't wanna break it with words I don't know how. The sky is deep and endless, a quiet navy blue, and somehow in that color I start to see you new. Not as someone passing, not as something unsure, but something soft and steady that I'm beginning to be sure. And I don't need a grand design, don't need to name this line between what's real and dream. And I can feel it in my chest, a calmness and a rest that's gentler than it seems. Between streetlights, we're walking side by side in a world that's half asleep, with nowhere left to hide. Between streetlights, your shadow next to mine, everything feels simple in this quiet space and time. Between streetlights, between streetlights, maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe love is not a bright display, maybe it's a dim lit street, a shared pace, a silent laugh, a rhythm in our feet. Maybe it begins in quiet places where nothing asks too much, where words don't need to prove a thing, and everything feels enough. And if this moment fades tomorrow, I'll still remember how the night held us so gently, just walking here and now. Between streetlights, we're walking side by side in a world that's half asleep, with nowhere left to hide. quiet space and time. Between streetlights, between streetlights, maybe this is where our story starts. Between streetlights, shadows come and go. Spring is in the silence only night can show. Last train under blossoms, platform washed in light. Spring can be so cruel sometimes, when goodbye comes at night. Petals on the yellow line, wind against my coat, and every little thing tonight feels caught inside my throat. The station's almost empty, just footsteps and a breeze. A vending machine humming under pale pink trees. You stand a little distant, like someone half away, like maybe your body stayed but your heart already changed. The speaker says the timing for trains that still remain, and somehow even that small voice sounds softer in the pain. I thought I'd say more clearly all the things I meant, but heartbreak has a quiet way of making words feel bent. And I can feel it in the rails, that trembling kind of ache before the train arrives. And I don't wanna lose this shape of us before it breaks completely in the night. Last train under blossoms, petals in the air. Everything is beautiful and breaking everywhere. Last train under blossoms, your eyes won't meet with mine. Spring keeps blooming gently while we're running out of time. Last train under blossoms. Last train under blossoms. Some endings come too softly to fight. Your ticket in your fingers, your shadow near the gate, and all the little ordinary things suddenly feel too late. I try to read your silence, like maybe there's still room, but some goodbyes arrive already finished when they bloom. A train light in the distance starts cutting through the dark, and all at once I feel the fear move closer to my heart. You say my name so gently, it almost sounds like care, and maybe that's the hardest part, that love still lingers there. And I don't know what hurts the most, the leaving or the ghost of everything we were. And I can feel it in my hands, that slipping kind of end no one can really cure. Last train under blossoms, petals in the air. Everything is beautiful and breaking everywhere. Last train under blossoms, your eyes won't meet with mine. Spring keeps blooming gently while we're running out of time. Last train under blossoms. Last train under blossoms. Some endings come too softly to fight. Maybe that's what springtime does. It makes the world too kind. So even heartbreak looks poetic when it's cruel by design. Maybe some love stories are not meant to burn or shout, Last train under blossoms, petals in the air. Everything is beautiful and breaking everywhere. Last train under blossoms, your eyes won't meet with mine. Spring keeps blooming gently while we're running out of time. Last train under blossoms, last train under blossoms, last train under blossoms. Some endings come too softly to fight. Last train under blossoms, platform washed in light. Spring can be so cruel sometimes when goodbye comes at night. So Sunday brunch, sunlight on the plate. Spring is taking its sweet time and I don't feel late. Coffee steaming gently on a wooden table. Everything feels softer, like it's more than stable. The street outside is glowing with a quiet kind of gold. A couple walks past laughing like a story being told. A dog tied by the doorway wags its tail in rhythm, and someone pours fresh orange juice like a small decision. The menu's full of simple things, eggs, toast, and tea, but somehow every ordinary bite tastes like it was meant to be. You sit across from me with sunlight in your hair, and suddenly this lazy day feels almost rare. And I don't wanna rush this hour, don't wanna break its power with thoughts of what's ahead. And I can feel it in the light, this calm and easy kind of happiness instead. Slow Sunday brunch, time moves soft and slow. Nothing here is asking for somewhere else to go. Slow Sunday brunch, sunlight on your face. If peace had a moment, it would look like this place. Slow Sunday brunch, slow Sunday brunch. Maybe this is all we really need. A jazz song plays so lightly through the open door, and somehow even silence feels warmer than before. You tell me little stories about things I've never known, and every word you say feels like a place I've grown. A breeze lifts up the napkins, then settles them again, like even tiny accidents are welcome in this frame. We laugh about nothing, and that's enough somehow to make this simple Sunday feel more important now. And I don't need a bigger plan, don't need to understand what tomorrow might demand. And I can feel it in my chest, this quiet kind of rest that I didn't know I missed. Slow Sunday brunch, time moves soft and slow. Nothing here is asking for somewhere else to go. Slow Sunday brunch, sunlight on your face. If peace had a moment, it would look like this place. Slow Sunday brunch, slow Sunday brunch. Maybe this is all we really need. Maybe happiness is not a big event, maybe it's a chair across from mine, a cup of coffee, morning light, and not running out of time. Maybe love is not a grand display, maybe it's a steady glow, a quiet day, a gentle laugh, and somewhere safe to go. And if this moment fades away, I know what I'll recall, the warmth, the light, your easy smile, and how it held it all. Slow Sunday brunch, time moves soft and moving slow. Nothing here is asking for somewhere else to go. Slow Sunday brunch, sunlight on your face. If peace had a moment, it would look like this place. Slow Sunday brunch, slow Sunday brunch. Maybe this is all we really need. Slow Sunday brunch, sunlight on the plate. Spring is taking its sweet time, and I don't feel late. Riding through spring air, wind against my skin. The world feels wide open, like I can breathe again. Sunlight on the pavement, shadows moving slow, and every little moment feels lighter as I go. The wheels keep turning softly along the riverside. No destination waiting, no reason left to hide. The song plays in my earphones but fades into the breeze, because the sound of moving is all I really need. Cherry trees behind me, the petals chase my way, like memories that follow but don't ask me to stay. I used to hold things tighter, afraid of letting go, but spring has been teaching me what I need to know. And I can feel it in the wind, this quiet shift within, like something finally free. And I don't need to understand every step I land to trust this part of me. Riding through spring air with nothing weighing down. Every breath is softer now than any I have found. Riding through spring air, letting moments flow. Somewhere in this open road, I'm learning how to grow. Riding through spring air, riding through spring air. Maybe this is what it means to be alive. A bridge comes into view now, the water's shining gold, and everything that felt so loud feels quieter than before. A couple sits together, a child runs ahead, and life keeps moving gently in all the paths I tread. I think about the past days, the ones I tried to hold, and how they slowly slipped away like stories being told. But maybe that's the beauty of things we can't retain. They leave behind a softness that doesn't feel like pain. And I don't need to turn around, don't need to chase the sound of everything I've lost. And I can feel it in my chest, a calmness and a rest that didn't come with cost. Riding through spring air with nothing weighing down. Every breath is softer now than any I have found. Riding through spring air, letting moments flow. Somewhere in this open road, I'm learning how to grow. Riding through spring air, riding through spring air. Maybe this is what it means to be alive. Maybe freedom is not leaving, maybe it's just this. A quiet road, a steady breath, a small and simple bliss. Maybe healing is not fixing every broken piece. Maybe it's just learning places I once knew. I'll carry this spring feeling in everything I do. Riding through spring air with nothing weighing down. Every breath is softer now than any I have found. Riding through spring air, letting moments flow. Somewhere in this open road, I'm learning how to grow. Riding through spring air, riding through spring air. Maybe this is what it means to be alive. Riding through spring air, wind against my skin. The world feels wide open, like I can breathe again. Until the last petal falls, I'll stay a little more. Inside this fading springtime, I've come to love so much. The air is getting quieter, the light is growing thin, and all the little moments feel brighter at the end. The streets we walked are softer now, the sky is pale and white, and all the places that we passed still hold us in the light. A cafe chair, a riverside, a train that disappeared, a midnight bus, a flower shop, the nights we left here. Spring was never trying to promise it would stay. It only came to teach me how beautiful things can fade. And somehow that feels kinder than holding on too tight. Some memories are meant to glow, then gently leave the night. And I can feel it in the breeze, a quiet kind of peace that wasn't here before. And I don't need to stop the time to know that what was mine was real enough to keep. Until the last petal falls, I'll carry all of this, the light, the songs, the little roads, the springtime tenderness. Until the last petal falls, I won't call it goodbye. Some things don't really leave you, they just become the sky. Until the last petal falls, until the last petal falls, I'll keep this season blooming in my heart. The wind moves through the branches like pages turning slow, and all the things I thought I lost still live in what I know. A smile, an afternoon light, a voice inside the rain, a quiet walk beneath street lamps, a sweet unfinished name. Maybe endings aren't endings, maybe they're just doors that leave a little music inside the heart once more. Maybe every springtime that finds me from now on will bring back these soft colors long after they are gone. And I can feel it in my chest, a softness and a rest, like morning after rain. And I don't need another sign to know this little life was beautiful this way. Until the last petal falls, I'll carry all of this, the light, the songs, the little roads, the springtime tenderness. Until the last petal falls, I won't call it goodbye. Some things don't really leave complete, but something passing through your hands and still remaining sweet. Maybe love is not possession, maybe joy is not to keep. Maybe all the truest moments are the ones that bloom and leave. And if the next season finds me a little changed, a little new, I know the spring will still be singing somewhere underneath it too. Until the last petal falls, I'll carry all of this, the light, the songs, the little roads, the springtime tenderness. Until the last petal falls, I won't call it goodbye. Some things don't really leave you, they just become the sky. Until the last petal falls, until the last petal falls, I'll keep this season blooming in my heart. Until the last petal falls, I'll stay a little more inside this fading springtime I've come to love so much. The air is getting quieter, the light is growing thin, and all the little moments feel brighter at the end. The streets we walked are softer now, the sky is pale and wide, and all the places that we passed still hold us in the light. A cafe chair, a riverside, a train that disappeared, a midnight bus, a flower shop, the nights we left here. Spring was never trying to promise it would stay. It only came to teach me how beautiful things can fade. And somehow that feels kinder than holding on too tight. Some memories are meant to glow, then gently leave the night. And I can feel it in the breeze, a quiet kind of peace that wasn't here before. And I don't need to stop the time to know that what was mine was real enough to keep. Until the last petal falls, I'll carry all of this, the light, the songs, the little roads, the springtime tenderness. Until the last petal falls, I won't call it goodbye. Some things don't really leave you, they just become the sky. Until the last petal falls, until the last petal falls, I'll keep this season blooming in my heart. The wind moves through the branches like pages turning slow, and all the things I thought I lost still live in what I know. A smile in afternoon light, a voice inside the rain, a quiet walk beneath street lamps, a sweet unfinished name. Rain on the window, tapping so slow. Street lights dancing in a silver glow. Your name on my mind like a late night song. I said I moved on, but I was wrong. Cold little breeze and a heart to warm. Spring came back with a different storm. Every drop falling sounds like your voice, and I still hear it through the noise. Clouds in the sky, you in my head. Something about tonight pulls me back again. Spring rain calls and I still sleep, but your goodbye still cuts too deep. Neon reflections under my shoes. Every road tonight leads back to you. Try to play it cool, but the rain makes liars out of fools. One more night, one more song, one more place where you belong. Clouds in the sky, you in my head. Something about tonight pulls me back again. Spring rain calls and I still fall. Every little memory hits too hard. Wet sidewalks, your shadow walks right across my lonely heart. Spring rain falls, I feel it all, like you never really went too far. Drip drop, don't stop, you're still living in the dark. Rain on the glass, time moving fast, but when spring comes down, you always come back. Pink in the air, sunlight on your face. Warm little wind in a quiet place. Shoes on the road, heart feeling light. Everything glows in the cherry light. You smiled once and the whole day changed. Like spring knew my name. Cherry light, falling soft into my life. Sweet breeze, blue sky, you and me just passing by. Cherry light, hold me tight, make this moment stay tonight. Bloom slow, don't go, I just wanna feel this glow. Coffee in hand, music in my ear. Somehow the world feels better here. Small little laugh, eyes shining bright. Everything moves in the cherry light. You smiled once and the whole day changed. Like spring